Find a reason to be here that's bigger than you are.
I read about this family in the paper. I think this is it.
And finding a reason to help someone in need is at the heart of it all. For Sharon Stevens, a real-life hairdresser whose extraordinary story is now a big-screen movie, Ordinary Angels. Hilary Swank plays the leading role.
That little girl without a mama, sick, and the family's bled dry from all the hospital bills. I think I'm supposed to help.
A 5-year-old girl is critically ill, battling a deadly disease not long after her mother lost her own fight. Hilary, why do you think Sharon Stevens thinks she can do this work and help to save this man's little girl? Where do you think this fight in her comes from?
Hi, Sharon.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to come by and give you this.
I just made dinner if you want to stay.
Would love to.
What are you doing? I met this woman. She's a mess.
Perfect. She'll fit right in.
I think her fight comes from her being able to empathize. I think she feels almost like dying herself. So she sees this little girl who's almost about to die, and she's like, in a way, she doesn't consciously realize that saving her life, she's saving her own.
What she does realize is there's no time to waste and no time to say no.
I'm good at plenty of things. Taking no for an answer ain't one of them.
Daddy's no for his head.
She's just a beautiful spirit and a reminder of really what's important in life.
We have a situation, and we'll all look pretty for Mommy.
Well, maybe just a little off the cheeks. God is here with us right now.
Alan, your character, Ed, has just lost his wife and is on the verge of losing his daughter. Where does he find the strength to continue?
I think that was something that he was trying to answer most of his life, and sometimes, we just need the motion of one foot in front of the other. Motivation is triggered in the brain once motion has begun. So you got to take a few steps towards the gym or take a few steps on that first run, and then you start feeling motivated to keep going. And I think he sort of epitomizes that. Like it was just one step in front of the other every day, not really knowing how to get there, where to go, but falling forward was the motivation that kind of came as he kept journeying on.
This Erwin Brothers film comes on the heels of their last big screen success. Kevin, Jesus Revolution saw incredible success. Why is this story the perfect film to produce following up that film?
Jesus Revolution, obviously a big success in theaters when it came out. Certainly the heartland of America really enjoyed it quite a bit. Had a true life gospel story, Greg Laurie and Lonnie Frisbee. And so we thought, you know what, why not follow this up with a story that every man can relate to?
Yeah, we had said that if Jesus Revolution was a movement, this film is the call to action.
John, what's the backstory to getting this story? How did you guys come to this?
I was developing multiple movies, including Jesus Revolution, with Kingdom Story Company at Lionsgate. And we were pitching them lots of stories that we wanted to make. And this was one that they pitched to us. And so when we took it on, because it was an easy yes, once we read this script and saw how amazing the story was, we wanted to do it. And then we learned the backstory that for 15 years it had been in development. And at some point in that process, it came to John Berg.
My part of the story is Dave Matthews, the fantastic singer. I had a meeting with him when I was an executive at Warner Brothers. We had a hilarious hour and a half of telling jokes, and he's just a raconteur. And then at the end of the meeting, he said, I really should tell you about something that I'm working on and a story that I'm really passionate about. And he told me the story that is Ordinary Angels. And I was just floored. I couldn't believe that it was true, all the details, how miraculous it was that Sharon Stevens took it upon herself and sort of was heroic.
Hilary, would you say this is a miracle story?
If you want to define what a miracle is, I would say definitely all things coming together, a confluence of things coming together for a life to be saved. That's a pretty big miracle.
Ephraim Graham, CBN News.